In this video, I will show you how to vectorize an image in Illustrator. We start with a new file in Illustrator, and the first procedure we will carry out is to insert the image that we want to vectorize into our document. To do this, we go to the top menu bar and click on File. When the drop-down menu opens, we select Place, which will automatically bring up the file explorer on our computer for easy access. Within this window, we locate the image we want to transform into a vector, keeping in mind that this is not necessary for the background to be previously removed at this stage. We click on the image, and at the bottom of the window we will find an option called Link. It is crucial that we uncheck this box because if it remains checked, the image will not be embedded in the document, and we will not be able to perform the vectorization correctly later. Once unchecked, we press Place, and to adjust the size of the image in our document, we click on a point within the workspace and drag until it covers the entire area we want to occupy. We will notice that the image has a low resolution, so we will duplicate it in order to later compare the final result after the complete vectorization process. To duplicate it, we select the image and copy it using Ctrl-C. Then paste it with Ctrl-V and move the copy to another convenient location within the workspace. Now, to start the vectorization, we go to the Tools panel located on the left and select the Standard Selection tool. Next, we click on the copy of the image and go to the top menu, choosing Window from the list of options. Within the options that appear, we look for Image Trace. In some cases, it appears as Trace Image, and click on it to open the relevant panel. Immediately, a panel will open with all the necessary settings to fully convert our image into a precise vector. Before making any adjustments, we go to the bottom of the panel and check the preview box, which will allow us to see all the changes we apply in real time as we work. Do not be alarmed if the colors disappear momentarily. This is completely normal and will be automatically corrected without any problem later. To begin, we move to the top of the panel and click on View. Within this menu, we select Trace Result. A little further down, we will find the Mode section, where 3 different vectorization alternatives are clearly displayed for easy selection. The first is Black and White, which is activated by default. Then there is Grayscale, and finally Color, which will be the specific option we use for this particular project we are working on. Further down in the Palette section, we click, and from the available options we choose Limited. Next, we arrive at the central part of the process, the Color section. By default, the system shows the number 30, but to achieve a truly precise trace, we must adjust this figure according to the number of colors we want to carefully preserve in the final image outcome. For example, if we type the number 2 and press Enter, we will immediately see that many colors disappear all at once, almost instantly. To prevent this, it is essential to first identify the number of solid colors we want to keep, considering only the main tones and ignoring minor variations throughout the image. That is, if there are several shades of the same color, we can combine them into 2 main tones or even reduce them to just a single color. Then we type the exact number of tones we want to preserve, in my case 5, and I press Enter to apply the changes correctly. After this, the colors will be correctly defined and we can proceed with the vectorization process. However, we will still notice that the outlines are not perfect, and some areas present irregular or fragmented edges that require adjustment. To solve this, within the Image Trace panel, we click on Advanced, which will expand additional controls that allows us to adjust the image details with much greater precision and care. First, we focus on the Path section, which controls the smoothness and accuracy of the image's edges. We simply move the slider to the lower extreme and we'll observe how all the outliners are automatically smoothed out very effectively. Next, in the corners area, we enter the value 50% in the corresponding box and press Enter. This adjusts and refines the internal feel of the corners and edges, greatly improving the overall contour precision and finally visual quality. In the Noise section, we move the control to the left to remove small imperfections and unwanted details from the image. Further down in the Options block, we check the Ignore White box to remove one of the colors. Then click on the eyedropper tool and select the white color. At this point, if we move the image out of the workspace, we will notice that the white background has disappeared, leaving only the elements we want to vectorize. Next, we activate the auto group option, which allows the elements to be divided into layers in an organized manner. Then we click on expand, and that's it.